Hello, YouTubers. My name is X Factor, and curiosity struck the cat the other day playing some Battlefield 4 CTE once the firework patch went live. I said to myself, how obnoxious can this be? And how tough can this be? And the answer is very obnoxious, very tough. But that's not the only fireworks going off. There are massive fireworks going off in chat as I go on a terror of a kill streak, simply trying to push B. Fireworks pop off anytime there is an explosion such as an RPG, a small, and even the SRAW makes this bottle rocket sound, and then the explosion when it goes off. It kind of visualizes when the stuff is popping off. So not only do you have to fight the spam, people just lobbing RPGs, and XM25s, which of course create the fireworks, but the visual aspect. That blue and teal over there, it's beautiful, but it's blocking my view. Those spots where you're used to peeking and getting a pick or two and watching that left side of the front elevators here, which is pretty much my primary thought process when I'm playing this. Clear off that left lane, clear off that right lane, and don't let these guys get rushed. But it's impossible. So the second you get a peek, the spam comes, or your line of sight's blocked. And the last thing you want to do is just stand there like a puppet, because somebody's probably spamming Q, or they got a glimpse of you before that firework went off, and they're just going to pop you in the mouth. A little bit easier to make that peek there. We've got B, but that is temporary. Because I've said this a million times. You don't take B, whether you're retaking it from upstairs or taking it from downstairs, by flooding lockers. Trap them in lockers. Think back to all the times that you played Metro and you had 10, 12, 13, 14 teammates in there. What did you get? You can burn from the very front part of it, but what lines of sight do the enemies have on you? They've got it all. So if you're attacking from downstairs and you're trying to flood lockers, you're just getting mowed because they still have back stairs. They more likely have the tiny stairs to my left, and they more than likely have a couple guys by the pop machine over my back shoulder and where I'm looking at right now above me. So even if you manage to get 4, 5, or 6 guys in lockers from attacking from downstairs, they're going to be flooding lockers as well, because that's the habit of most people that play Metro. If you want to easily take B back, whether you're attacking from downstairs or upstairs, flood the B flag area. Again, trap them in lockers. Let them have 7, 8, 9, 10 guys on lockers, because guess what? They're not on the flag and they're not burning. They're worried about shooting their little spot where they're prone against the wall in lockers' front door and trying to shoot the guys whose butts are sticking out by the front elevators. Not exactly effective. As I try to cover my reload, get another health pack down, and try to soak up some health before I try to push. But that's one of the tough parts about playing down here. All the spam, you make a peek, get a kill, make a peek, miss your shot, cover back up. The spam is still coming, whether it's airburst, HE, impact nades, like that little bounce right there. Now, to maximize your effectiveness, what should you do and what can your team do? Attack front stairs, attack back stairs, keep a couple eyes on little tiny stairs that I was just looking at right there. It only takes a couple of people to watch the door. You don't have to push it. You just have to keep them from doing the old reach around and back raging you. Then, of course, the big side stairs to my left. That's important to put people there, but it seems to me that too many people congregate there because they can't get anything done. Yes, you can head glitch and pick kills off, but think of what you could do if you got more people at front and back stairs. Actually flooding the flag, the burn radius, and then, of course, keeping people at side stairs to keep them honest. Once you get pressure on the front and back stairs, it becomes a crossfire nightmare for the guys upstairs. And if you're inside stairs, you can keep people from hastily rushing forward, as I have to relocate spots. Every time I tend to get my health up, I try to push as I encounter my first death, and my health just gets knocked down. So every time you see me in Metro, I try to make sure I've got a full reload. I try to make sure I've got decent health down, because sometimes I'm pushing by myself. And when you're working from downstairs, there's a million head glitch spots. So sometimes it's peek, shoot your burst, whether you get that kill or not, and go back under cover. That's important. If you try to outshoot your target, sometimes a second person comes into the line of sight and you simply get your head taken off, or the increased recoil that is in vanilla when you're suppressed is most certainly not going to help you. As I try to take the magical elevator ride, yet again, as I cover my reload, because there's not enough time to stick out of the elevator, minimize your exposure, get rid of your entire mag, cover your reload in the elevator, then get back out. I wish there were sensors on those things like elevators have in real life. Maybe that'd give you a couple more seconds to clear off that area before you were forced to get out. No one wants to get out of the elevator when that whole platform is surrounded with elevators. Even if you pile out 5 guys in that clown car, you're probably not going to succeed in securing that area unless Front Stairs has a very heavy push or they've got a watchful eye and they've taken care of most of the heavy lifting on the platform. But more importantly, that left and right lane that I was talking about before. The last thing I want to talk about is how I record Battlefield and interact with community members and random people. Most people know by now I love to join random squads and just start interacting with random people on VoIP. I also like to keep chat open to say hi occasionally. I can't catch everything because most rounds shit is hitting the fan like this, and I simply can't have eyes on the chat. Not to mention, when I actually render and edit the footage, I don't really pay attention to chat. There's always accusations, there's always stuff being said, but this round has been pretty rough. And this is where the question comes down to you. How high is your tolerance, and is there an entertainment value to this sort of thing? Is it something that gives a round a particular flavor? The reason why I asked that specific question is a lot of times in my YouTube videos, again, I don't notice the chat when I'm playing, or I miss something that was going on, and it gets pointed out by several people, and it becomes the top comment of the video. Maybe it was an epic kill streak, an epic moment, or that chat though, as you guys like to call it. And of course, how high is your tolerance? Do I keep the chat open? And do I let it blast out as I get a little chuckle here of people questioning the level of my virginity? And I will tell you this. I'm the first man in America to never have sex and have 2 beautiful daughters. How sweet is that? Maybe there is a little bit of truth to that. So this is completely up to you guys. The fix to this is hide chat, change my name on Battlelog all the time, or simply stop interacting. And I don't want to do that. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks, guys.